Welcome back to Color Class. I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
And today we are celebrating blue-eyed girlies out there. So we are celebrating blue eyes, but we're also going to be talking about best shades to wear around those blue eyes. Make them really stand out. We're going to get into like the nitty-gritty of blue-eyed people.
Yes. First of all, I have some fun facts because you guys realize blue eyes are somewhat rare. Mm-hmm. Not the rarest. But rare. And all of you blue-eyed girlies and guys are related to each other. Yes, your eyes are blue because of a mutation that happened approximately, and this cracks me up because of the word approximately between 6,000 to 10,000 years ago. Now, that's approximate.
Yeah, I mean, there's a wide range, but
yeah, a little wiggle room.
Yeah, it gives us really good information.
Well, you come from a single ancestor back then, and
Ooh, that means you're all related. So if you married somebody with blue eyes,
people with blue eyes, you're generally more sensitive to light, and that means you better have a nice pair of sunglasses as a go-to.
Yes.
And the blue in the iris, what you're reading is blue. It's not blue. It's an optical effect that comes from the way the iris scatters the light. So if you found a blue eyeball laying around on the ground and you decided you wanted to see, I'm just saying.
Yes, blue eyeballs laying on the ground.
Okay.
Got it.
And you decide to cut it up into whatever, it wouldn't be blue. There's no blue in there. It's because of the way it scatters the light. Now, what are some blue eye colors, Sarah?
Ooh, all right. I instantly think icy blue, like a clear winter with their icy blue eyes. That's like the immediate blue eye that I think of.
Sometimes they call that black Irish, you know?
Yes.
But icy blue can also be kind of a Scandinavian trait.
Yes, I've seen that as well. And then you also have like that very vivid blue, like aquamarine, but it has a little bit more green to it. So it's not green, but it has a little bit more, creating that aqua color instead of an icier blue.
There's sky blue.
Ooh, love a good sky, dustier blue.
Baby blue.
That too.
And something that strikes me is, if you were younger and you always read books about, that described beautiful women, they'd say her eyes were cornflower blue.
I don't think I've read that book.
Well, okay. Whatever. I had a tough enough time getting you to read any book.
I know. I was not a reader until I grew up. And I'm not going to tell you what I read now.
Well, even now, she's my kid, my daughter, and for those of you who are just joining us. And I had a heck of a time getting her to read. And now, and she's vegan. So now I'll find this fabulous vegan cookbook and I'll buy it for her. And I'll bring it to her and I'll offer it up to her like, this wonderful thing. And she'll go, Mom, I don't read books. I could just get that off the internet. That's my life.
I will say cookbooks drive me a little bit crazy because they get so messy and dirty. Like I just want it on my phone and I can just scroll to what I want whenever, So I keep all of your cookbooks in my pantry. I have them all, but I would prefer it digitally because it's a little bit easier and you don't have to like hold the book open, put your fingers on it while you're trying to cook. You know what I mean?
I do. Well, and it could be an age-related thing. I'm 69 years old, so I read books that described girlies as having cornflower blue eyes. So, yeah. There's also a denim blue eye.
That's a little bit more our shade range if we were to wear blue. Remember, we don't have like blue eyes. We have the kind of shift. So they're more gray and then they shift green if we wear green, blue if we wear blue. So our closest color when I do wear blue would be more of like a denim blue. When somebody's rods and cones in their eye read my iris, that's how that would work.
Yes. We have the same color eye. And many people call it like a gray hazel. It's not blue, though. But some people have denim blue eyes, like my nephew.
Which one?
Miles. I'm sorry, Wyatt.
That is my nephew.
Oh.
That would be your grandchild.
Excuse me. My grandchild, Wyatt. His eyes are deeper blue.
You're right.
And they're very beautiful. Denim. And then there's sapphire blue, which is a vivid dark blue. Now, there was just kind of a fun fact that I ran across as I was doing this research about why blue-eyed girls and boys and men and women need to be, all of you blue-eyed people out there, need to be careful about sun exposure. You can get something called eye freckles.
Ooh.
And in the iris, the blue eye is more sensitive to this, but prolonged exposure to the sun can lead to brown dots in the iris. And if you look carefully, some of you may see these, and they're known as eye freckles.
Ooh, comment down below if you've noticed that. If you've have gotten eye freckles. I want to know.
Just look closely and see if you have or have eye freckles. Also, would you look? Please comment down below if you ever read a book where the ingenue was described as having cornflower blue eyes. Okay. Just do that for me.
Okay, but do I have eye freckles?
I know you do not, but
I don't see any in yours either.
I found one. I was looking really carefully, and I found one on my left iris.
Oh my goodness! I didn't know. All right. Well, please comment down below.
And the interesting thing is she has followed me on my color journey. When I was born, I was a little golden blonde and my eyes looked blue, vivid blue. I would call them a cornflower blue. And then as I aged, my hair turned red and that color. And my eyes sort of took on a grayish, greenish, bluish mix of stuff, so that depending on what I wore, that was my eye color for the day. Then Sarah came along and she had the same trajectory, same hair color, the same hair evolution, the same eye color. But what's fascinating, and I know this is slightly off topic for blue eyes, but my eyes have faded. They've gotten really soft. They're not so. Hers are still kind of vivid. She's got a vivid ring around the iris, really obvious. And her details in her iris, you can see the little striations. Mine are very soft. As I've aged, it's gotten softer. So that I think that's fascinating because even your eye color transitions as you get older in some cases. What we endeavored to do is put together some eye colors that are very flattering for blue eyes.
Eyeshadows that are flattering.
Yes.
Blue eyes.
Yes. Eyeshadows and mascaras.
Yes.
Now, what happens when you're trying to wear something around your eyes that's flattering? You have choices. And this is true of clothes. It's true of everything. But it goes back to traditional color theory, artist type color theory. And that is, you can choose something that's complementary to your blue eye, which means it is the color that opposes your blue eye on the color wheel. Or you can choose something that's analogous to your blue eye, which means it's kind of another shade of blue. The complementary color makes your blue eye pop. The analogous color makes your eyes seem a little bit bigger. And then sometimes some blend of the two will do both, kind of make them more vivid, but without making them, really stand out. But they also make them appear to be a little bit larger. So what we tried to do is put together palettes, a couple palettes that make your eye pop, and I don't mean like bulgy pop. I just mean it looks like somebody took a light switch and just flicked it on. And everybody knows how flattering that is. Then we did palettes, a couple of palettes that make your eyes look bigger, your blue eyes bigger. And then we did a palette that makes your blue eyes just look naturally beautiful. The colors in the palette are close enough to skin tone that they help shape the eye without looking like you're wearing something intense. And then we make mascara recommendations, which for you blue-eyed folks, navy is lovely. Again, that's analogous, blue and blue. And brown mascara is what? Complementary. Mm-hmm. Because they're tones deep down inside that brown, which are opposing the blue on the color wheel. And so the brown may tend to make your eyes look more luminous.
I was going to say, we're probably going to get some comments, so we got to explain why brown is a complementary color.
Happy to. Mm-hmm. Technically, on the color wheel, the opposing color to blue is orange. Now, we, as a general rule, don't look great in orange mascara or eyeshadows.
We don't usually recommend it.
Or red, because they make you look like you've been crying, or maybe have some, have like jaundice. So what you look for is a shade in mascaras or eyeshadows that are built on or have in them that orange. Now, why is this important? Basically, because the eye will still react to that without it being so intense and so strange looking on top of the eye that it might cause you to look ill.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of blue-eyed girlies fall cooler, so we did keep a more cooler range of shades here for you.
This is a little bit controversial because I believe that Taylor Swift her makeup is very
clear.
It's very her. I mean, it's her signature, and it's very stage makeup-like. Mm-hmm. In other words, I don't think she does her blue eyes any favors with this particular makeup. But we're going to go over it because she's famous, and she has a signature that she does with her eyes. Mm-hmm. I think more than just for running out on the street, it's what you recognize on stage, but she still wears it, for, to go here and there. And that is a cat eyeliner in a soft black, deep gray, with or sometimes navy, but you don't notice that too often. And then that black eyeliner is her thing. She might add just a little bit of brown in the crease above that. Mm-hmm. I think that tends to close her eye out. And in doing so, she has to rely on a very vivid lip. So then you'll notice that when she does that black cat eye, oftentimes she has a really beautiful, deep lip mm-hmm. color.
Well, if you do something that high contrast, you're going to have to pair it with something to bring in more contrast. And you're right. Because of all that clarity of the eyeliner, it does take away from her eye color a little bit.
Another celebrity, Margot Robbie. Is it Robbie or Robbie?
I say Robbie. Please let us know down in the comments.
Yes, down in the comments. Please correct us and make us sound like we're smart. She uses peachy lids. Peachy color on her lids. Mm-hmm. What is that peachy color? It is a pale whitened orange. So the peach is a contrasting color to the blue, and it turns the eye on. It flips that light switch, and that is something that she always does. I mean, that's her signature color. And for the biggest, most gigantic, bluest, hugest eye is Zooey Deschanel.
Oh yeah,
that girl. She has the blue eye for days, and mm-hmm. they just look like something on a doll. And what I think is absolutely fascinating about her look, now she uses a little bit of mocha shadow, and mocha, down deep inside the recipe for mocha, what do we have?
Orange. A
little bit of orange.
But it is a cooler shade. We're not talking a gold bronzy brown, we're talking a rosy brown. Mm-hmm.
But this is what I think is fascinating for her and her giant eyes, because I saw that today when I put on my eye makeup. She uses nothing on her lower lash. It's clean. Mm-hmm. From time to time, she might use the palest hint of mocha shadow, just a pale, almost barely there bit. But today I did something on my eyes, and then I started to do something around the outer corner, which, they always tell us older ladies, more mature ladies, I'm 69, only do the outer corner. And I realized that I did one outer corner, and then on the other eye had nothing. And the eye where I had nothing looked so much better than the eye where I brought the color down on the outer corner.
Lower lash line?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this eye looked like I was like, and the other eye was just like normal, and it looked fresh. And so I'm telling you, people here, this is a moment, where I am not going to put anything on my lower.
I do not put anything on my lower lash line, ever.
And it looks great. And so
Never.
I, too, am going to follow that advice. No more stuff on the lower lid.
Yeah, I think it can just bring you down a little bit.
It absolutely
draw you down.
Well, it was very obvious to me. And maybe later when we're talking about placement, today we're talking about blue, but when we talk about placement, maybe we'll do a graphic and we'll show what happens when you do put the stuff on the lower lid on someone and when you don't.
Yeah. Now, all of this information can be found on Patreon. So we will have a link at the end of this video so you can head on over there and get all of like the shadows, the shades over on Patreon. So don't forget to check that out. And also social media. We'll probably put something there too as well for blue-eyed girlies and boys. We're always there for you as well. Now, is there anything else?
No, this was basically what I wanted people with blue eyes to know. It's not, in depth. It's not a tome of writing material, but it's helpful. I mean, I don't even have blue eyes, and it was helpful for me. So this is for you.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us today. Lastly, I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
This has been another color class, and we'll see you in our next video.